Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late, out-of-date, Raw review. Now this show was so awesome, so epic, so magical that it made me fall asleep. I fell asleep in the third hour. My body couldn't take it anymore. It was too much garbage and I just passed out. I had to watch the replay or whatever. So now it's time for the review. First match, Rhodes and Sandow defeated Sin Cara and Mysterio. So they won the big tournament for the tag team titles. This Mysterio, when I was watching it, I thought it was a fake. He looked so fucking skinny. Usually Mysterio is all roided up. He's got arms this big. He's this tall, but he's got arms this big. This week he was skinny as fuck. Okay, I know he had a flu, but I've never seen somebody lose like 100 pounds because of the flu. He was moving super quick. We all know Mysterio can't even walk anymore these days, but this week he was fucking running. Either he was on roids mixed with speed or something. Mixed with a cortisone or something so that he can't feel his pain. I don't know. He had like long arms. It looked like his arms were like longer than his legs or something. He was waiting on the outside and the ropes went about here. He looked like a 10-year-old kid wearing a mask or something. That's what he looked like. A 10-year-old on steroids, but like not as much steroids as he usually has. The fuck, was it a fake Mysterio? I'm not sure, but he didn't look normal. Like half his size. Big, long, giant arms. He was even shorter than usual, I don't know. Kofi Kingston defeated Michael, is it even Michael, whatever, McGillicuddy. The son of somebody that was good. Kingston wins the match. Apparently Kingston is on the big roll. People think he deserves to be world champion just like this there. I don't get it. Okay, Miz comes out. He says the truth about Kofi a couple weeks ago. That nobody gives a fuck about him. You know, that he's not really popular or good or whatever. And suddenly everybody loves him. That's how it works in the wrestling world. You say the truth to the fans, then they go into psycho denial mode. Then they start cheering for whoever gets fucking bashed or whatever. That's what's happening with Kofi. Apparently this guy should be world champion according to people. I don't know. I don't know why. You have a John Cena and Punk promo. Cena is talking about how Ryback represents change. And you know, for years we've been asking for change, but we want Cena to change. We want Cena to go. We want it to stop being PG, but now they're trying to brainwash, trying to mindfuck people into thinking that they want Punk to go. That's what Cena's saying, that you know, people are tired of Punk and that shit needs to change, but not because of Cena. It's because of Punk. People have been, you know, ripping their fucking hair out of their heads for years, wondering what the fuck's up with McMahon. But suddenly Cena says it's all Punk that's the problem. He needs to change, not Cena. Not the shitty ass boring product. It was Punk all along. That's what we wanted. We all apparently wanted Punk to leave. What a pile of fucking shit. Do they actually think that people are gonna fall for this crap? That we've been asking for Punk to leave? What the fuck is this shit? Cena's the problem. Why must they go to such crazy lengths to try to brainwash people into loving Cena? I don't get it. The guy admitted himself in the ring that he can't wrestle. So why are we supposed to think he's a good wrestler? I don't get this. I don't understand. This is nuts. Justin Gabriel defeated Antonio Cesaro. You know, he gets one victory after losing 10,000 matches. And apparently he's getting a big push. According to JBL, Justin Gabriel is going to be a mega star or whatever. This guy was so much cooler when he was in the Nexus. When they would beat down Cena, Gabriel would just stand there looking like if he's a guy from X-Men or something. His face, he just had like some kind of weird superhero villain face back when he was in Nexus. He had something, you know. Now he wins a match, he's all like, you know, what the fuck kind of shit is this? How lame does this look? Justin Gabriel wins a match, he's all like, you know, like if we're in the 80s or something, you know, fuck this. He was so much cooler before. Why must he look like a total fucking geek? And him freaking out because he won a match. That makes it look like he hasn't won a match in years, which is the case, I guess, there. But, you know, I don't get this either. Gabriel wins one match, and apparently he's a mega star now. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Then AJ resigns, because apparently she was making out with John Cena. Vicky Guerrero is now the managerial supervisor. This doesn't even make sense. This would mean that she would like supervise managers or something. In the real world, directors, you know, direct managers or something. You don't hear managerial supervisor. This is fucking dumb. Okay, maybe somewhere in Mexico somebody's called like that, I don't know, somewhere on the planet or whatever. But what the fuck kind of name is this? Managerial supervisor. Even McMahon later on in the show, he says that he doesn't know what that means. So, what the fuck? Why give her a stupid name like this? Even McMahon, the owner, says that the name is stupid, basically. So why give her that name? Managerial supervisor. So yeah, apparently AJ's in trouble for making out with Cena. And yes, Vicky Guerrero, you know, the irony, the stupidity of the writers. She was always making out with people like Edge, Ziggler, when she was the boss or whatever. But apparently it's a big giant thing that AJ made out with Cena or something. McMahon was, you know, drugging his wife and making out with Trish Stratus when he was in charge. Never heard that they're not allowed to make out or whatever. What about Teddy Long? Old 60-year-old Teddy Long making out with 20-year-old chicks. They were dating him just because he was the boss or whatever. Did they forget this crap? Fucking garbage. Then Ryback defeats The Miz. You know, just makes me want to puke seeing this there. Ryback is fighting for the belt. And it's not even him. The main feud is Punk and Cena. It's them having a promo. You know, Ryback sucks so much that Cena has to do the promo for him. What the fuck is this shit? How can people cheer for this? Why do they want him to fight Punk and to win, you know? Ryback's not even good enough to cut a promo. He has a match against The Miz that weighs like 110 pounds. That way he can do his finisher. That's why he's fighting The Miz. Because Miz is small and he's able to lift him. He couldn't even lift Paul Heyman at the house show, huh? Fucking losers. This is pathetic. Then backstage you have Eve brawling a bit with Caitlyn and Layla on the table with food, hitting each other with plates and stuff, so they were more hardcore than the men. Women more hardcore than the men on the wrestling show. Dolph Ziggler defeated Daniel Bryan. And that was a pretty darn good match or whatever. Good wrestling match. See, this is the thing. When it was 2 hours, if you would have a couple of good things here and there, you know, you can say, oh, it's almost an hour of good stuff out of 2 hours. But now you get a good 10-minute match, and that's it. That's good. And then you got 3 hours of boring garbage. That's a problem. That needs to go back to 2 hours or fucking do a whole bunch of good shit. Because that's why they're losing ratings. It's just too fucking boring. Then there was the newly tag team game. This is Bryan and Kane being asked questions by Matt Striker. This was supposed to be a game against Sandow and Rhodes. They didn't want to participate, so Bryan and Kane won by default. Just a big pile of shit there or whatever. Then they were acting like if it was meant to be bad by purpose. I don't know. Bad decision either way. Being bad by mistake or by purpose is bad either way, so just garbage. Then Big Show defeated Kane. This match was very boring. You have a bear hug for like 3-4 minutes. Like, what the fuck is this shit? This is close to when I fell asleep around this match last night. No fucking wonder. It ends with a shitty looking fake punch because of a distraction by Team Rhodes Scholars or whatever. Nothing good at all here. Then you have Cena and AJ backstage. Cena's trying to deny that he had something to do with AJ. We're just friends, you know. He's afraid of making out with Eve, afraid of making out with AJ, the two hottest women on the show. What gives with this fucker? You know, why can't he make out with AJ just to do something different? Something fun a little bit. No, it's he's just as her friend, and he's gonna help her get her job back. Oh, great! Too nerdy to kiss a woman at least there, and he's gonna get her job back, and we don't even want her to get to be the fucking GM. You know, Cena can do something cool. Instead, it's burying himself. You know. That's all it is with this fucking jabroni, motherfucking Joe cocksucker. There you go, fuck. 7th match, Alberto defeated Zack Ryder. You know, nothing good here either. Just, you know, Alberto winning, obviously. He's trying to promote his match with Orton. He's screaming to Ryder. Like if Ryder is Randy Orton, he puts him back in the arm move there. You like that, Randy? That hurt you, Randy? Yes. I was asleep by then, by last night. Fucking piece of shit this was. Okay, and apparently we're supposed to want to see Alberto against Orton. No, you know. Is this Alberto's new aggressive gimmick? Doing some fake looking kicks, being phony and getting his ass kicked by Sheamus, you know? What the hell is this? What the fuck's going on? Then CM Punk fights Sheamus for the 10th time in 2-3 weeks there. It's a lumberjack match. Oh fuck! Such an exciting match from the 70s there. I'm so pumped for this. Punk wins because of Big Show's interference. Then Ryback's music hits. Ryback comes in, he's beating up Punk. He almost botched a fucking power slam. He picks him up for a power slam and he almost goes backwards. Can't even lift the guy properly for a body slam. A small guy like Punk too. So he does a couple moves. The lumberjack throws him back in. Move, throws him back in. Then it finishes with Ryback. Oh, I hate this fucking dumb face, and he turns around with his giant forehead. No, nobody thinks you're cool, fucking schmuck. Fucking jobbing piece of shit. Not jobbing, but botching piece of shit. Sorry, I'm very tired tonight there. Fucking show sucked. Very fucking boring. Very boring. It might get decent ratings because it's just before the pay-per-view. Let's look at these ratings in 6 months. See what's gonna happen with this great show. Hopefully Ryback does not win. For fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes. Oh, if Ryback loses, it's gonna stop his momentum. Good! Stop it! He can't even lift up Paul Heyman, for fuck's sakes. Can't even talk. He's a ripoff of Goldberg. What the fuck are you people thinking in the first place? Rooting for a schmuck like this. Pouring your heart and soul into a loser like that. And going against the obvious. Defending these botches, etc. You guys need to wake the fuck up. Get laid, motherfuckers. Get fucking laid. And you're gonna quit fucking defending fake wrestlers. This guy's a fake. He can't even lift up a manager. Get a fucking grip. Stop worshipping schmucks like that. Until next time, peace.